Hello and welcome. You may be wondering what in the heck. Well, there's a few things going on here. One is that we've been having some major tech issues with our broadcast software and our streaming computer, and I pretty much I did not quite do a full Windows reinstall, but I pretty much deleted everything and started over from fresh today. And that's why honestly, the camera's not too bad on default settings, but that's why the camera and the coloring and everything looks a little different, and the overlays and whatnot are gone. To the probably bigger question that you have in your mind, why? The answer to that is I had a birthday stream over on twitch.tv/HereThereBeMonsters this last weekend, and one of our goals was if people went super far above and beyond as far as supporting for my birthday, that I would wear the custom party hats that we made for them during all the streams for the upcoming week. So this is Sigurd the Beast and Chronicler Ken. And thank you again to them for their very generous birthday support. Gray Fox, hello, hello. With that, if you don't know me, I am Mercy from HereThereBeMonsters. I am back with another Working Wednesday stream. Today is Wednesday, the 1st of October 2025. I can't believe it's freaking Q4 already. What in the world? This will probably be a slightly shorter stream today because well, frankly, because I have a lot to get done, including the fact that I had to nuke my whole stream setup, and that's going to be hours and hours of work to set back up. I thought really strongly about canceling the stream today, but we canceled last week so I could try and work on the stream stuff, and I really didn't want to cancel 2 weeks in a row. And we have a one-shot coming up in the world of Rin. That'll be next Friday the 10th of October. And I have some stuff that I want to get done, and it has to get done between now and then. So today seemed like a perfect opportunity to do a test stream and make sure that everything was fixed, hopefully, with the reinstall. So do a little bit of a tech test, and then also get some of the work done that we need to get done for the Rin one-shot. Hey there, Ken. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, looking good. Spooky season. Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. If you'd be interested in potentially joining the World of Rin one-shot and helping shape our campaign setting, then you can join us at discord.gg/HereThereBeMonsters and keep an eye out because the recruiting post for that should be going up sometime in the next couple days. Anybody, regardless of D&D experience, will be welcome. Having a webcam on is encouraged, but not required. Using voice chat will be required. Yeah, you don't have to know. We play D&D 3.5, but you don't have to know anything about the system or anything like that. We will pre-make some really basic characters for folks. All right, I started a timer because we don't have our overlays. What time-ish on the 10th? Normal start time for us, 6 Pacific. And probably, I mean, it's a one-shot, which is always kind of a crapshoot, but I'm going to do my best to shoot for 3 or 4 hours. Yeah. Yeah, ideally we would do it on a Saturday, but Saturdays are just already spoken for October. This Saturday is a Ren Fair. Next Saturday is a Kingdom of Rin session. The following Saturday... we're in Colorado for a friend's wedding. And then the following Saturday we'll be subathoning. So... let me get that moved over there. If you don't... Well, as much as I would love to play with you, obviously, like prioritize your health there, please. I don't know how, for some people it's just kind of like, oh, I'll just, whatever. I'll just be slightly sleepier the next day or whatever. For some people, delay in meds can be hugely impactful. First things first. I wish I could show you, but my broadcast setup is so basic right now that I can't even change scenes. I literally have one scene with one source. This camera is the only thing in my OBS right now. And I have my new the new camera is ready to install. I just ran out. I was already running late today, so I didn't have time to install that. But I figure, well, we're nuking our whole setup and starting over anyway. Perfect opportunity to install the new camera, which was courtesy of several folks in the community, and especially IzzyCat. Dude. So I would show you, but today being the 1st of October means that we get another pack to claim from the our gifted Hero Forge Plus subscription. And it looks like, oh, I wish I could show it. It's so cool. It's called Curious Cryptids. And there's like a Sasquatch, and I don't know what that one's supposed to be exactly, but some kind of crazy gremlin thing. A jackalope, wonderful. Some sort of spooky looking beast. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be. And the Mothman. I'll put the link in the YouTube chat here. Very cool. Okay. With that, let me think. God, when we first started brainstorming doing this one shot, I had like a good general idea, and I still have that. Like that general idea is still what we're going to do, but it felt like we were a million years away from actually doing the one shot, and then here we are a week and a half away, and it's like, oh God. Oh yeah, also quick life update today. I found a fairly significant looking leak under the bathroom. Nope, under the kitchen sink. Not excited about that. That's also part of the reason why I was running a little bit late, is not only did I need to nuke our broadcast setup, but I had to spend like an hour cleaning things out under the sink and bleaching to hopefully make sure there's not any mold spores down there. Whew. My attention is struggling today too, so I guess it's a good thing I was already planning on this being a slightly shorter working stream. Okay, what do I need to get done most? We need to pre-make the characters, but that's frankly probably going to be something for sometime next week. Right now we need to recruit people. Now we do have our song that we composed and had Suno produce, which is, I think, a great teaser for it. But I think that we need to write something as well. For one, not everyone will go out of their way to listen to the song. And for two, I think just having it in writing probably is a little bit cleaner. Excuse the yawn. Which means that I have to decide what exactly the hook is going to be. First things first, let's go and make a new folder called one shots, because our plan is to be doing maybe even like quarterly-ish, but at least a few times a year, one shots set in red. That way more people can have a hand in shaping the world and the stories that we tell there. Ahoy hoy! Is it really going to 30? I saw that there was an announcement about an increase. I didn't see that. Hello, Tiggums. Thank you. I agree. 50% immediate increase. That's wild. Well, hopefully they didn't do away with like the first month sign up promo or whatever. Because actually, speaking of Tiggums, I was planning on trying that out. So for access to spoopy games for the subathon. Hi, Shalendor. Yeah, Tig more than anybody else here will appreciate the pain in this statement, but I nuked our OBS setup completely at square zero right now. I had to. We've been having a lot of stability issues that I haven't been able to problem solve, so complete delete and reinstall. I have one scene with one source right now. Yep. Yep, I had tried several intermediary issues or solutions to fix it, but nothing was getting it done, and it was ruining streams. I was having to restart the stream like as often as every 30 minutes. Something just super wrong with OBS. No matter what I tried. I made a bunch of fixes to it. Like I'd been making tweaks over the course of the last like week and a half or so, and then we'd test it during the next stream. And nothing was working. And then I tried like updating and like I tried deleting some stuff and deactivating a few things and updating all of our plugins and everything, just kind of all the normal stuff. Kind of like tier 2 normal stuff that I hadn't gotten to yet. And that was all right before the birthday stream. And then the birthday stream, it worked perfectly for 12 hours, 12 and a half hours. And I was like, awesome, we fixed it. And next day, immediate issues again. Not doing the new update for a while. Yeah, I don't know if it had to do with an OBS update or not. The fact of the matter is that we had a small but growing list of other issues anyway. Like for some reason my stream decks had been like mostly working but sometimes not, and my Elgato prompter was doing some shenanigans, and like there was just kind of a growing list of problems anyway. And then it seemed like it got significantly worse right around the time of the vacation. And yeah, I usually wait on update installs for quite a while. Thank you. So that's part of the reason that we're here today, other than the fact that it's working Wednesday and we should be. But is I wanted to see like, okay, now that we've stripped OBS all the way down to the basics, can we at least run a stream? Like, is it a hardware or like issue, or was it an OBS issue? And at least if anything, is what little stream we've had so far today is anything to go by, it does look like it was in fact something in OBS. The really sad part is it means starting over from fresh, not only on like all of our audio routing and all of our filters and all that, which is already, as you know, a ton of work, but completely rebuilding the subathon scene from the ground up with all of the like slideshows and rotating assets and all of that. I'm not looking forward to it. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I avoided it for as long as I could, but I was like, I can't stomach ruining any more streams. Well, ruining might be overstating it a little bit. Most folks were pretty nice. Like there was no, but still, it affects viewership and it affects my, if nothing else, it affects our fun factor, and I would imagine that it affects the fun factor of people that are watching as well when the stream lags out completely and has to be restarted every 30 minutes to an hour. How about that day off, though? Yeah, theoretically, tomorrow is supposed to be my day off, but I'm trying to do better about taking at least one actual day off per week where I'm not doing work, but... Oh, yeah, and there was a leak under the kitchen sink today, so... Can't stop staring at that. I'm glad you're getting a kick out of it. They are even like a little bit floppy, which makes me giggle. I wish they were slightly more floppy even, but it's pretty good. Hey Vince, working on an infernal cult investigation for your group. Left off with the cliffhanger of a large fiendish demon behind some. Oh, very cool. Will you still be able to tame multiple murders of panthers on RimWorld? Yes, that's one of the benefits to... There are definitely some drawbacks. One of the benefits to having a multi-stream PC setup is something like that going wrong is insular from something like crowd control that runs on the game PC. So... I would hit my little victory button, but... I also uninstalled all the Elgato stuff just to make sure, trying to minimize, confounding variables. I'm just glad, well, knock on wood, everybody do it with me. 3, 2, 1, knock on wood. That at least so far, it appears that it did at least fix it, because my other concern was that I was going to have to do a full Windows reinstall, which would mean losing everything in our Lumia stream, and some of that's custom programming that Dakota did for us when he lived with us, so that would be fairly hard to replicate, and that'd be a whole nother level of hell. So I'm still frustrated, but it's so far looking at least like we don't have to do that. It looks like maybe I'm a little quiet, though. Well, yeah, I guess there's going to be so much, all the audio levels and everything, too. Whatever. This is not a troubleshooting stream. This was just a does it work stream while I got some other things done that need to be done. It's good? I'm surprised but glad to hear that, because OBS says that I'm at like negative 25 decibels. So that I would think that should be pretty quiet, but hey, if it's good enough, it's good enough. Sorry, I'm writing down some thoughts really quickly for the one shot. Okay. You defeated a gigantic hunting horror. Oh, nice. Took it down to -3. Woo! I landed on you. 2 wing strikes and a hit by its tail. Wait, so it one-rounded you to -3? Woof. You now understand the slight background hum? Oh. That's interesting, because it's... I mean, it's good to know, but, when I'm not talking, it's not showing there being any audio. So I guess that's concerning in and of its own right. When it landed on you, you were able to not be pinned, but it took half your HP. Woof. Sounds like normal background noise, like a computer fan or interface. It's minor. Yeah, hopefully will be. I'm just curious. Are you hearing it in the background when I'm speaking, or is it when I'm not speaking? Or I guess it could be both. But it's constant. That's very weird. It says that there's no audio output. Just really quickly, I know I said no troubleshooting, but there's only 2 possible options here. I'm going to try muting the desktop audio. Will you tell me if it stops then or not? That is now muted. All right, I'm looking through kind of some of my notes to see what adventure hook we want to use for this. I have not. No, I need to do that. Still there? Okay. What about... I'm going to just mute the microphone in OBS really quickly. Tell me if you still hear it after that. Interesting. Okay. I mean, it makes sense that it would be in that line, but it's just very strange that OBS is showing no audio output there. Not even like a -60 decibel little itty bitty anything. Okay. Well, I'll know where to start with filtering at least. Thank you. And yeah, I can't remember. I started to look into the isolators after we talked about that before. I can't remember. I don't remember if it was. I don't remember them. Yeah, I don't remember. It's the short version of why that didn't get executed on. Yeah, I don't specifically remember it being a pricing issue. Although I mean, any expense is not no expense, but it wasn't. I don't think it was that. I don't remember what happened. I might have even just been that happened. That we had that conversation around the time that my dad was having health issues last year. I can't remember. Sounds good, Foxy. Have fun. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'll put it on the to-do list to look at again. I appreciate the reminder. Write it down in Trello before I forget. That was a strange noise from one of my cats. I'll be right back. No, not definitely not a barfing sound. It was Loki vocalizing at an outdoor cat that's in our backyard right now, and he is unhappy. Yeah, some of the noises that he was making were like borderline plaintive sounding, which is why I wanted to go and look, just make sure there wasn't anything more drastic going on. You need bed, but wanted to swing by. Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Loki! Holy crap! I tried to do similarly to you a couple days ago. Unfortunately, it was I think the day before you. Yeah, I guess it was whatever. It's 2 days ago, so before your stream, the day before your stream today. So I just missed you just barely. But I was up super late packaging cards for sale. And I was like, oh crap, I'm up late enough. Tig might actually be on. Which is not a dig at you for not being like, it's fine. I'm glad that you've been like setting some good boundaries for yourself with that. I thought of you and I was like, yay. But yes, sleep well. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate the heads up as well, because especially since it's not hitting, it's not showing in the OBS mixer. I wouldn't have known until somebody hopefully eventually has said something. So thank you, and for the reminder as well on the ground fault things. I've wrote that down, so I'll look at it again. Sleep well. Hi, drive by. I appreciate it. I would say I did not, but I appreciate the well wish regardless. Bye bye. Have a good rest of your day. Okay. I like this as a suggestion. Okay. So I'm trying to think when would this be in the timeline, I guess. Let's get back into D&D session notes. Campaign. Man, the Kingdom group has been gone from town actually longer than I remembered. Ooh, shoot. Okay, I need to be careful of that. I don't think there's something hidden in my notes here that I don't think I ever used, and it would be easy to look back at it and think that it was used, which could lead to some confusion. First things first, did this fortune ever get shared with Mendez? Okay. Yes, it did. But I think, if I remember correctly, Amras specifically dodged his. Also correct, it appears. Okay, this is not what I set out to do today, but it is important to get this right. Um, uh, Oh, I was looking at the wrong. Okay. I figured it out. So that can be deleted. Okay. Not directly helpful to today's tasks, but I'm glad that I saw that that was saved in the wrong spot and fixed it before that potentially screwed up something for continuity's sake. World building. All right. Let's see how long. How long have we been here? Almost 45 minutes already. Holy crap. Okay. Ooh, this would be kind of fun. Okay. Six. Oh, okay. I think I just came up with the hook. Oh, forgot about the hats. I just tried to stretch. Sorry, I know I haven't been quite as talkative. I'm trying to brainstorm and be focused here. But I hope if you're working on something of your own as well, that it's going well. Okay, I think this is really good. I'm liking what I've got so far. Perfect. Okay. Obviously, I'd love to. Dang it! I just did it again. I'd love to read out what I just got for an outline for the one shot, but that would be very spoilery, so I'm not going to do that. But I am actually quite pleased with how this is looking. So, I've run very few one shots. I tend to run campaign play. So of course my biggest issue is going to be keeping things on pace for a one shot that can actually be accomplished in 2.5 to 4 hours instead of being 5 hours in and being halfway done. So I'm gonna have to keep in mind to pacing and try and make some notes for myself. I kind of broke it down into like 3 acts, so to speak. So that would give us, about an hour per act, plus or minus a little bit, if I can actually keep on that tone. So yeah, if you didn't catch it earlier in the stream, the setting is the player characters will be settlers living in the frontier lands that have recently been deeded to the Knight Paladin Alandite from the Kingdom of Rin campaign. And he has brought some forces out into the wilderness to establish Fort Leona. And the players will be some of the people that will be settling on his lands. So if you'd be interested in potentially being one of those settlers and playing in one of our one-shots and kind of helping shape the story in the world of Rin, make sure you join our discord.gg/HereThereBeMonsters. Make sure you have the tabletop role-playing interest. And keep an eye out because the official recruitment for players for that one-shot will start sometime between now and Sunday. I don't know for sure. My goal is by Friday, but we'll see. But recruitment soon. It's going to be fun. Should be about 3 hours-ish, starting at 6 Pacific on Friday, the 10th of October. If you're not interested in playing, but you're curious to see how it pans out, we will be live streaming that on twitch.tv/HereThereBeMonsters, and the video will go up on the YouTube channel here, youtube.com/HereThereBeMonsters at some point. I don't have a timeline on that, but that's what we were working on today. We'll put the finishing touches on anything we're not done with for the one shot for next week's Working Wednesday stream, and hopefully I will see you there. That is Wednesday the 8th. Wednesday the 8th of October. So thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, this one's going to be a little bit shorter, although 50 minutes still isn't too bad, since theoretically these streams are supposed to be an hour plus or minus, and we tend to go more like an hour and a half. I'm going to hop on out of here to get some other things done, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Oh, and I don't even have an end screen. I was going to like do the whole like thing and then hit the ending screen and whatever, but there is no ending screen right now. So yes, take care. Thank you so much, Shalendor. You as well. And as always, be excellent to each other.